hoped for. He strode up and down the tent, feeling that he could have run a mile. He did not even feel hungry anymore. Hermione was squashing Phineas Nigellus's portrait back into the beaded bag. When she had fastened the clasp, she threw the bag aside and raised a shining face to Harry. "The sword can destroy Horcruxes. Goblin-made blades imbibe only that which strengthens them. Harry, the sword's impregnated with basilisk venom. And Dumbledore didn't give it to me because he still needed it. He wanted to use it on the rocket. And he must have realized they wouldn't let you have it if he put it in his will. So he made a copy and put a fake in the glass case. And he wrapped the real one. Where?" They gazed at each other. Harry felt that the answer was dangling invisible in the air above them, tantalizingly close. Why hadn't Dumbledore told him? Or had he, in fact, told Harry, but Harry had not realized it at that time? "Think," whispered Hermione. "Think. Where would he have left it?" "Not at Hogwarts," said Harry, resuming his pacing. "Somewhere in Hogsmeade," suggested Hermione. "The shrinking sack," said Harry. "Nobody ever goes in there." "But Snape knows how to get in. Wouldn't that be a bit risky?" "Dumbledore trusted Snape," Harry reminded her. "Not enough to tell him that he had swapped the swords," said Hermione. "Yeah, you're right," said Harry, and he felt even more cheered at the thought that Dumbledore had some reservations, however faint, about Snape's trustworthiness. So, would he have hidden the sword well away from Hogsmeade then? What do you reckon, Ron? "Ron?" Harry looked around. For one bewildered moment he thought that Ron had left the tent, then realized that Ron was lying in the shadow of a lower bunk, looking stony. "Oh, remembered me, have you?" he said. "What?" Ron snorted as he stared up at the underside of the upper bunk. "You two carry on. Don't let me spoil your fun." Perplexed, Harry looked to Hermione for help, but she shook her head, apparently as nonplussed as he was. "What's the problem?" asked Harry. "Problem? There's no problem," said Ron, still refusing to look at Harry. "Not according to you, anyway." There were several plunks on the canvas over their heads. It had started to rain. "Well, you obviously got a problem," said Harry. "Spit it out, will you?" Ron swung his long legs off the bed and sat up. He looked mean, unlike himself. "All right, I'll spit it out. Don't expect me to skip up and down the tent, because there's some other damn thing we've got to find. Just add it to the list of stuff you don't know." "I don't know," repeated Harry. "I don't know." Plunk, plunk, plunk. The rain was falling harder and heavier. It pattered on the leaf-strewn bank all around them and into the river, chattering through the door. Dread doused Harry's jubilation. Ron was saying exactly what he had suspected and feared him to be thinking. It's not like I'm not having the time of my life here, said Ron. You know, with my arm mangled and nothing to eat and freezing my backside out every night. I just hoped, after we've been running around a few weeks, we'd have achieved something. Grown, Hermione said, but in such a quiet voice that Ron could pretend not to have heard it over the loud tattoo. The rain was now beating on the tent. I thought you knew what we'd sign up for, said Harry. Yeah, I thought I did too.